G'day. Good to see ya. How's it going? Hey, P-Dog. Welcome to Wednesday, the 1st of September, 2021. Hope you're all great. As you can see, the sun is beaming at whatever time you are watching this video, be it 7:30 at night, 5:30 in the morning, 6:30, 8:30, whatever. The sun shines eternal down upon us until we do the workout. When hell descends. Today we have a retest number 2. This will be the ultimate retest. It is a retest for time. We did this on the 11th of August. It is 100 push-ups, 200 forward lunges, 300 air squats, 200 reverse lunges, 100 burpee. That's all you got to do. This was the workout. We had some conversation about pacing, about how to pace it, the difference between pushing the envelope a little bit and finding out where your red line may or may not be, versus sticking to a certain set of rep scheme because you think it's the best rep scheme. Cool? We'll talk more about that maybe when we do the movement demos. A little bit of stuff for extras, some dumbbell, bicep, tricep, and sort of shoulder girdle stuff. Shoulder girdle, yeah, rotator cuff, shoulder girdle, that's right. But for now, let's quickly, and I mean quickly, review the movements because they're pretty simple. And we'll talk a little bit of strategy. That's my signature fade in, fade out. I could just edit it and I'll be standing here and pause and go, g'day, but I like what I do better. Anyway, a retest from the 11th of August this year, 2021. I'll post the scores somewhere in the past on the members page, i.e. now, whatever. The workout is for time, 100 push-ups. If you're not doing a push-up off the floor, if you're working from your knees, let's either work from a box or a bench. That'll be more challenging on the midline. Knees isn't very challenging in the midline, builds a little bit of strength in the shoulders. So let's go push-ups from a box or a bench, 100 reps. Once you've done that, you've got 200 forward lunges. Back knee touches the floor every step. Cool? When I'm doing these lunges, I like to literally step a meter. It's easy with the rubber squares in here, but I step out and I step back to the same spot every time. So maybe you want to put a little mark there of where your feet are going to go. Give yourself a standard to work to. Once you've done 200 forward lunges, you've got 300 air squats. Please make sure your hip crease breaks below parallel, below your knees. Maybe get a loved one, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, to quickly film you or quickly tell you whether you're dropping below parallel. If your boyfriend or girlfriend isn't available at the time, maybe set up a little camera. Do what I'm doing. Film a couple of reps. Make sure your hips are breaking below parallel for all 300 reps of your air squats. Once you've done all your 300 air squats, you've got another 200 lunges. This time, we're going backwards. Cool? On the first 200, we went forward. Second 200, we're going back. So again, maybe you want to set yourself that little standard. A couple of bits of chalk on the floor, get a big Marvy marker, put a line on the floor, whatever. Last but not least, you've got 100 burpee. Lay down on the floor, touch your chest and thighs to the floor, jump, touch your fingers overhead. That's our workout. Cool. So, we're talking about pacing a couple of weeks ago. We all know that things like push-ups, you're going to have a really specific rep scheme that you stick to that will avoid fatigue. A push-up is a little bit different. But what you do want to do when you're working with a push-up is you want to get your reps of each set done as quickly as possible. Okay, so what I mean by that is get rid of all that time sitting in a plank or resting with your hands on the floor. So let's say I'm about to start a set. I know I'm going to do a set of 3. It's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3. Quickly get up as quick as you can. Get off your shoulders, rinse it out, count yourself in. 3, 2, 1. I've got another set of 3. 1, 2, 3. As quick as I can. Cool? What you don't want to do is do 3 reps and then sit here resting, because you can't be bothered bringing knees to the floor, etc., etc. It'll crush your shoulders. Cool? So different pacing, not quite, but just knowing sets and reps. Forward lunges. We're going to work to a point, so we know we've got to do 200 reps. It's a pretty big chunk. So maybe on the first set, we're going to go a little bit deeper, and we're going to aim to do maybe a set of 20. And if at 20 we're really starting to get gassed, then we're going to take a break. We're going to shake it out, do what we've got to do. If we think we can move through to 30 pretty comfortably, but we're not just going to rest at 20. We're going to find out where we're starting to feel fatigue, either in the legs or the lungs, and then we're going to make, a little call from that. Cool? And then, of course, you'll play it by ear. If the next set you can't do 30, it feels better to do 20, then do 20. But remember, on the next set, you can always go up again. Yeah, you don't have to stick to the same reps. You can crank the reps up a little bit, just like standard interval training, 60 seconds on, 60 rest, 90 seconds on, 60 seconds rest, blah, blah, blah. Cool? Air squats, ditto. Don't just think that you have to break them into the same sets. What you want to do is go with how your energy feels. Now, I know that coming off the lunges, your legs are going to be tired. So I would expect that your first couple of sets of air squats are going to feel pretty shitty. And then after that, you're going to settle into a more particular pace. It could be sets of 25, sets of 15, massive set of 40, whatever it is. But don't just be comfortable with the same reps. Try and vary it up a little bit. Move forward every now and then, blah, blah, blah. Coming back to your reverse lunge, same strategy. Push it, see how it feels. Probably coming off the air squats, the first set of lunges, you'll feel pretty shitty. I remember last time my legs felt numb. They felt numb. So I did a moderate set, I reckon. I don't know what I did. Last one, I think I went big. I think I went to try to do a set of 50 or something like that to get somewhere down that road. Last but not least, the burpee. Well, unless you really love the burpee, you're just going to go slow and steady for 100 reps. Simple. And slow and steady does mean just that. Hands on the floor, lay down, jump in, jump up. Lazy, relaxed, lots of oxygen flowing around. Cool? That is our retest workout number 2 for the week. It's a good one. Have a great time with it. Post your scores, post your tales of victory. All right, team. Lay toes.